guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for coming back and tuning in. Your host here, Maria, just hanging out. I got myself a matcha latte with coconut milk today after I dropped off my daughter from school, to school, I should say. I've been kind of sipping on it throughout the day, so it's a little bit warm. It's tepid. Yeah, welcome back. I don't really have anything to show you guys today. Not after that big haul that I did the other day with Ulta and Sephora. Yeah, I don't really have much. I am expecting an Amazon delivery today. But it's really mostly stuff that I got for my daughter. I got her some new books. I got her some Bible story books that I want to start reading to her. And I got another book that I forget the title, but I want to say it's either Julie or Julia Learns How to Pray. It looked really cute and sweet online, so I was like, you know what? I want to get that for her and kind of just introduce her to praying. You know, she's 3 years old now, so I want to get her more into the habit of doing our prayers at night before bed and stuff like that. Yesterday was Ash Wednesday, and I was gonna take her to church, but the church near me anyway was just so packed and busy, and I just wasn't sure what the schedule was, and I just didn't know how she was gonna be. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna bring her in today, but I do eventually want to take her to church and do that whole thing with her. We do talk about Gesù, which is Jesus in Italian, and I've been doing that with her since she was born. But now that she's learning more and kind of inquiring a little bit more about stuff and asking why about everything, I kind of want to have valid answers and explanations for her. So that's why I felt like this book would be really cute for her, and hopefully it'll have that sort of learning aspect of it for when she asks why do we pray at night, and who are we praying to, and what do we say, and how do we do it. I want to be able to kind of have that conversation with her. So I'm just pretty much expecting that to come in from Amazon, aside from one other thing that is for me. But yeah, some books. I also, since we're on the book topic, let me just finish that real quick. So I got her the Julie or Julia, I can't remember, How to Pray, some Bible story books, and I also got her a set of, is it 5 or 6? Maybe 5. I think 5 books. It's a series, and they're feelings books. So, she's 3 years old now, and she's got big feelings. She's got very big feelings, and, I know my husband and I, we get really frustrated with her sometimes, and we get impatient with her. And it's we have to kind of catch ourselves in the moment and just remember that she's 3, and she's got big feelings, and she doesn't know why, and she doesn't know how to express them and how to tell us exactly, what she might be feeling, or, anything like that. So, and as parents, we're first-time parents, by the way. We don't have 5 kids and have experienced it all and kind of know the deal. It's we're learning. We're still learning as we go. And I know it is that way with most parents regardless, but with us especially, we just feel we just get a little bit more frustrated than we want to get with her, and I think it's also because we're older. And when you're older, when you're older parents, older parents of little kids, it's hard. It is hard. And I talk about this with a lot of my friends who are in different age categories, and it is really interesting and unique to hear the difference in between the age ranges of how they handle parenting, so it makes sense. But excuse me, she wasn't feeling well all last week, and it was brutal, you guys. When I tell you it was brutal, I wanted to run away. I was like, I don't know who this little girl is. I have no idea what in the heck is going on with her. But, as her pediatrician said to me yesterday when we went and brought her for her follow-up appointment, she's 3. Again, I'm going to reiterate that. I probably said it like 5 times already. But she is, and she's little, and she doesn't feel well, and she doesn't know how to tell us what she's feeling. I had no idea that she had a little something going on in her ear because she never once referenced her ear. And when I knew she was a little off, I was like asking her, like, Penelope, does something bother you? Is something hurting you in your body? Does your body hurt? Does your head hurt? Does your ear, like, I was naming off like body parts and things, hoping that it would like click and she'd be like, oh yeah, my belly or my throat or my ear, nothing. So she ended up getting some sort of like, I don't know, croupy kind of cough, but then the doctor was like, well, it's something viral that's going on with all the littles, they're all coming in with the same kind of symptoms, and there's really no name for any of them. It's just a viral thing, and it just, they just treat the symptoms based off of what they're coming in for, And then we took her back a week later, and she ended up having pneumonia, which is what's happening to a lot of the little kids around here. And so she was put on antibiotics and Tylenol as needed and cough medication and stuff like that. Like Robitussin, nothing like prescribed, but still, it was like pumping her up with all these things. And not once did she ever complain about her ear. So yesterday when I took her back, for her follow-up, she checked her all out. She's like, yeah, she still has a little residual like going on from the pneumonia and from her ear. And I was like, her ear? I was like, she never complained about her ear. I mean, I was giving this girl baths and like, gently cleaning her ear and stuff, and she never complained. She never said, Mommy, don't touch my ear. Or, I mean, she has always, ever since she was little, hated to get water like in her face, and she hates the way it feels when it goes like by her ear. And I'm the same way. So it was never like a red flag when she would complain that as I'm washing her hair, water would go down, because it's what she would do all the time anyway. It wasn't anything different. But anyways, fast forward. And yeah, the doctor was like, what is she going to tell you? How's she going to tell you? All she knows how to do is react. And the way she was reacting last week, which was very just angry and snippy and snotty and attitudey, the pediatrician was like, that was kind of her way of telling you that she wasn't feeling right. She was like, you and I as adults, we know when we don't feel well, we can simply tell somebody to like F off, right? Like, leave me alone. I don't feel good. I just want to be by myself, right? How does a 3-year-old do that? Besides technically doing what she was doing. So it kind of made sense, and it was just like, oh my God, I get it, whatever. But in the midst of all of that, my mind goes a mile a minute, and I was up at night, as I always am, just researching stuff and whatever. And I came across these books, and I don't have them to show you, but I will show them to you when they come in. But again, they're like a stack of, I believe, 5 books, and each book talks about a different feeling, a different emotion. So there's a book about being anxious. There's a book about feeling sad. There's a book about um, being mad. There's a book about being silly. Like there's all these different like emotions and feelings that we have, and it explains like what they mean and how they make us feel and how to um, just work through them, you know? And what's really cute about it is, aside from them, you know, just being like a stack of books, each book comes with a what do you call it? Like a squishy emoji that reflects the book. So like if you're reading about the book of anxiety, right? It has this like squishy emoji face ball, and it's got the squiggly eyes and the, you know, the squiggly mouth and, you know, the whirliness, and they're like stress balls. And so the child can, you know, if they don't know how to tell you how they're feeling, each of these little balls has an image of like what the feeling is. So if it's sad, you know, there's the sad face. If it's angry, you know, the ball is red with the angry eyes, and you know, and the child gets to point or pick the stress ball that they're feeling. And then you read along with the book that coordinates with the feeling, and you work through it. So I just thought it was super, super cute, and it made sense. And it was a like 1 a.m. purchase on Amazon. So I'm hoping that it's actually practical and it's going to help us, like, as we, you know, get older, kind of work through our feelings and learn to talk about them. Because that was the other thing I was saying to my husband. I was like, you know, I don't want to make her feel like she can't tell us what's wrong. Like, I don't want to get frustrated with her and then have her feel, you know, and sense my frustration and then shut down and not want to talk. You know, I want her to talk. I want her to tell me what's wrong so that I can help her work through it. So he loved the idea as well. And he was like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. You know, we'll try it. So yeah, so I'm very curious to try it and see, you know, how we apply it to day, and you know, we read the books at night and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm very, very curious about that. So that's supposed to be coming in today, along with the Bible books and the How to Pray book. And I think that's all the books I got. And the only other thing that I ordered that was for me is a tiny little speaker to put in my office, which, you guys, my room is nice and clean. I have to get rid of this eyesore behind me. I do apologize for that. I'm so used to it being there that I don't even acknowledge it anymore. But I do have to get rid of that. Not in the sense of like throw it out, but just put it somewhere else. I'm going to probably just break it down and put it back in the box that it came in and shove it in the closet, because I don't really know what to do with it, to be honest with you. And I honestly, I don't know that I'm going to use it. I think I'm just going to deal with the backdrop of my room. That side of the room is so nice and clean. So I think I may rearrange this a little bit and kind of have it so that I'm there and you're here and you could see the wall, because that wall is just so much nicer and prettier. But yeah, so as far as like the massive clutter that was all over this place, like on the floor and on my desk, all gone. It's nice and neat and organized, and feels good. It feels good when you have organization in your life. You know, I have my computer in front of me, which is really nice. But yeah, so I'm just sitting here. It's cold and dreary, and I just don't feel like doing anything. I have stuff to do. I really do. I've got, you guessed it, laundry. Dun, dun, dun. Yep, I got laundry to do. I got lots of laundry to do. But it's cold and wet and gray, and my husband just sent me a, what do you call it? He just sent me a text message saying that we're getting snow, you guys. We're supposed to be getting snow on Monday. Today is Thursday. And he highlighted and circled the weather. And it's going to be, what is this? Hold on. 30 degrees Monday. Yep. This coming Monday, the 27th, it's going to be cloudy with snow. What does that say? Chance of snow 90%, 5 to 8 inches of snow expected. No. I'm not happy about that. What is going on with this hair, by the way? A little crazy. By the way, do you like what I have on my lips here? It's really pretty. It's, which one is it? This one here. It's the ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade. Cute. It's in the shade 22D4, and it's called Hike House. And it's really pretty. It's like a mauvey brown. Like, it's a little bit deeper for me. Like, I don't typically wear colors like this. I mean, this is definitely a true, like, fall color, you know, with like a pretty, like, beige or white or cream colored shirt, you know, with some like camel colored boots and some leggings, you know. Not so much with like my red, like, happy t-shirt, but I felt like wearing something on my lips, and that's what I reached for, and I'm not mad about it. I gotta say, I don't typically wear colors like this anymore. I'm more of like a gloss. This is a matte, but you know what? It's a nice soft matte. Like, it's not a harsh matte. I love ColourPop. Dang it, I love them so much. I have so many lippy sticks and products from ColourPop, and I love that. But you guys, ColourPop is insane. Like, they come out with a new product literally every day, and I just can't keep up. And I have so many products from them. Like, when I tell you I've got a bunch of lippy sticks, like, so from these, I got the nude range, I got the pink range, I got the red range, I got the mauve range, and I got the purple range. What was I thinking? But they're so dang affordable. I was gonna say cheap, but they're not cheap. Oh, I didn't realize that I still had this one in here. This one's old. This one's really old. I only have like that much of it left. Can you see that? This was in the shade At Twilight. Yeah, I remember this shade. This is really pretty. This is also kind of like a fall color. It's like a caramel color. I'll see if I can show it to you guys. Can you tell? It's like a really pretty, like, caramel-y kind of color. I used to love this color a lot. Where did I have that? Oh, right here. But yeah, so anyways, I love ColourPop. I have so many of their palettes. Their Super Shock shadows are insane. I have like 10,000 of them. Not really, but I've got a lot. I've got a lot of them. Some of them I'm sure I have to throw away because I am certain that they're expired by like 3 years. I'm sure of it, but you know, they're pretty. And I'm a hoarder. I'm a hoarder. I never would have guessed myself to be that, but I am. I have come to realize that. I have this thing. I just can't seem to let stuff go. And every time I want to purge, whether it's clothes in my closet or whether it's makeup, I will forget that I have stuff. And then when I go to purge, it's like I'm being reintroduced to something for the first time again. And I fall in love with it all over. And then I'm like, oh, well, I can't get rid of this. Clothes especially. Like, I know damn well I am not going to wear that. And so you know what I do? And I don't know if you guys do this too, but like I'll purge my closet, right? And so I'll have like shirts like to the far end of the closet. And then as I'm purging, I'll pull from the back and I'll be like, oh my God, I forgot I had this shirt. I love it. And I put it to the front. As if putting it to the front of the rod is going to mean anything different than if I had it in the back. I'm not going to wear it. It doesn't even fit me, but I'm holding on to it. What is my problem? Why am I like this? So yeah, so that's that. But what else? What else? What is going on with you guys? Yeah, we're supposed to get snow. It's Thursday. It feels like Friday. Thursdays always feel like Friday to me because, so my daughter goes to school 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And on Thursday, I always feel like it's Friday because she's not going to school for like another 4 days. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but it just, yeah, I just always think that it's Friday on a Thursday. Just before I sat down, I was standing by my window over there and I was spying. Not really spying, but I was being an observant neighbor, okay? Which is important. You need observant neighbors. But we just had a house built on the lot next door to us. And people now are starting to come and take a look at the house. So there was a realtor there who was showing the house to a family. So I was just kind of like, are you my potential new neighbors? We shall see. Apparently there have been like several people that have like taken a look at that house, and there were possibilities of new neighbors like 4 times, and then the last minute like things just didn't fall through. But how does that happen 4 times? I mean, I'm not realtor savvy, so I don't know how or why that would happen, but you know, just makes you wonder. What else do we talk about? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of like so blah. Like I'm ready for spring. Like that's why when my husband, it's funny because I was like up and about getting stuff done, doing some things, and then he sent me that text about the weather for Monday, and I just shut down. I said, forget it. I'm done. I can't function now. We're gonna get snow on Monday? Are you kidding me? So then I was like, let me come in here and talk to my friends. And so here we are. Here we are as I sit and look at a magazine while I talk to you. And of course, you know, you look at these magazines. This is the magazine Boston Proper. Have you guys heard of this brand? And have you seen it? Have you viewed their magazine? Like, I mean, they've got some really nice stuff, I gotta say. But also, you know, all of their stuff is like, look at this. Look at this picture, okay? First of all, she's absolutely freaking gorgeous. The dress is beautiful. But look at the backdrop. Like, does that not shout just absolute serene beauty? Like, I want to be there. I want to be there. There's no snow there. No, there is not. There's lots of sunshine, and I'm assuming that a lot of warmth as well. And that's what I want. I don't want snow. I don't want cold. I mean, listen, I'm not going to complain because we've had a very, very mild winter this year. But that's also kind of the problem, you know, because we've had such a mild winter that, oops, what did I just do? Oh, dang. Did I just scratch that? We've had such a mild winter that I don't want to go backwards now. Like, I don't want snow now. We've had such a nice winter. Why are we going to get snow? I want, like, spring. I want it to be sprung already. We had some really nice days. I literally took my daughter hiking. She and I and my eldest brother with my mom and my nephew, one of my nephews, we went hiking. It was like 60 something degrees. And now you're giving me like 30-degree weather and like 5 to 8 inches of snow. What the heck? No, I don't want that. I want to wear some pretty summer dresses. That's what I want. I want to wear some pretty summer dresses. So anyway, yeah, that's about it. Just putzing around here today. Putzing and putzing and putzing. What else can we talk about? How about some shows? Oh, that's a cute shirt. I like that shirt. How about some shows, you guys? What are you into? I am not a fan of, oh, look at how pretty that is. Look at this. Look at that. I want that so much. Look. That pink. The pink right here. How pretty is that? Oh, yeah. Shell embellished V-neck tunic top. $129.50. Oh, the one next to it, a sequin ombre blouse. This one here? Yeah. $119.50. Cheaper, right? Cheaper. But anyways, yeah, I don't watch much television because by the time I settle in for bed, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Seriously. So, you know, by the time I am done with the whole bedtime routine with Penelope, some nights it's longer than others because some nights she just fights it and doesn't want to go to bed, doesn't want me to leave her room, wants to read 10,000 books, wants to sit and cuddle. Lately she's gotten into this habit where she wants to fall asleep in my arms before I put her to bed, which is, I mean, it's just so cute. And my husband, you know, he'll be like, bedtime's taking way too long. And I'm like, listen, you're right. You're not wrong. However, she's only going to be 3 once in her life. You know what I mean? And before I know it, she's going to be a teenager just romping around this house and romping. I don't even know what that means. Trotting around this house. And I'm not going to have the snuggle time, you know? And I'm not going to be able to just like have her lay on top of me and tell me that she wants to snuggle, or, you know, tell me she wants to sleep in my arms before I put her bed, you know, in her bed. So, you know what, you guys? I am soaking it up. I am soaking it up. Now, is it good? Is it bad? Listen, you do what's right for you, you know? I I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, she's still getting to bed at a decent hour. She's still sleeping in her own bed the whole night. It's just we have a little bit longer of a like snuggle sesh before her bed, and I'm not about to like end that just yet, I'm really not, because I'm already missing her being little, and I just want to savor these little years, I really, really do, and I also feel like because I had such bad postpartum with her, I missed out on like the first year of her life enjoying that like infant stage, because my postpartum was just that horrific that I don't feel like I was able to savor it the way that I would want to, and so now I want to savor what I can that's left of it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to you moms out there? I'm sure to those of you who are not moms, you're probably like, what are you talking about? But to those of you who are moms, I'm sure you know what I mean. I'm sure you get what I mean. So, but anyways, yeah, so by the time that whole routine is said and done, and I go back downstairs to like finish cleaning up the kitchen from dinner and all that stuff, I then try to get in a workout, like I'm really trying to get onto this workout journey and lose some lbs, because mama is a little bit fluffy, and I need to defluff. And the only way to do it is to work out. And the only time that I have is at night. If I try to do it during the day, that's usually when I'm trying to play catch up and I'm doing a million other things. And it just is not ideal, But at night, when she's asleep and my husband's asleep, mama sweats her ass off and works out. And then I take a shower and I go to bed, But by that time, it's like, not that I'm wound up from my exercise, because by the time I'm done with my exercise and my shower, I am exhausted. But I still want that little bit of time to kind of like unwind and get myself ready for bed, you know what I mean? And that's usually when I'll sit in bed next to my husband, who's snoring away and who is just soundly sleeping like a baby. My aromatic diffuser just went off and it made a sound that I like got startled by, so that's why I kind of jolted like that. But anyhow, yeah, and that's when I'll like go online and research things and check out what Amazon's got to offer. But real quick, because I know this video is long already, I'm thinking of doing something different with my hair, you guys. I think I'm ready to kind of revamp. Like I'm working out these days. I'm getting back into that routine. So I don't know. I just feel like I want like a change. Like I want to have just a whole new look to kind of go along with my new mood. And I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think I want to do like platinum silver. What do we think about that? I recently saw somebody with platinum silver hair, and it was stunning, like stunning. And I was like, oh, what? And she had curly hair. I have curly hair. I don't think I ever had my hair down and curly for you guys in any of these videos yet, but I'll have it. I will. You'll see it. My hair is super curly and her hair was super curly. And we had kind of like the same curls, like type. So I felt like, oh my gosh, that would look amazing on me. I don't know that it would, but in my mind, I said that and I was like, wow, that would look really good on me. So I do have a hair appointment in a couple of weeks, and my hairdresser, who's also one of my good friends, um, will tell me the truth on whether or not that would be the ideal look for me or not. I may end up with just regular, like, ashy blonde highlights, as I do per usual every year. Um, but we'll see what she says. I might come on here and my hair is going to be platinum silver. How freaking cool would that be? I think that'd be really cool. I'm going to try to convince her to do it for me, because I think it would be really cute. And as I gray, the maintenance, I feel like, would be so much less, because I'll already have gray, not gray, but like that silver already in my hair. You know what I mean? I don't know. I have to talk to Ashley about it, see what she says. But that is it for this video, you guys. I'm going to end it per usual with a beautiful affirmation. So today I'm actually going to be taking a card out of the self-love affirmation deck. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 affirmation decks. Excuse me. And I just at random, pick through and shuffle and just, whatever I'm feeling like I'm in the mood for, whichever deck kind of like catches my eye on any given day, that is the deck that I pick. And then I just shuffle through the cards, and then I will pick a card at random to read to you guys and to send you off with. So yeah, something different, and kind of my thing that I like to do on this channel. So, hold on, little shuffle problem here. Some of these cards are like super thick and like glossy, so it makes shuffling a little bit tricky. They're not like playing cards where like you can do the whole like thing, get it? So you kind of do have to shuffle them a little funky, but I'm going to separate them into 4 little mini decks and then shuffle them back up. I know, this is taking a while. These cards in particular, I think, are probably my thickest card, and they're like super shiny, and see that? And so laminated that like they just stick together, so it makes it a little bit difficult. But anyhow, shuffled at random, gonna pick from the top. This one says, powerful daily routine. I start my day with deeply fulfilling and powerful routines that support me for the rest of my day. By starting my day off with nourishing self-care, I set up a cascade of inner peace that gives me the strength to face anything that comes my way. I am dedicated to a healthy morning routine. There you go. So it is, what time is it here today? It is 2:24 in the afternoon here today. But depending on where you are, it might be a different time. And if you are just starting your day, that's something to think about. And if you have already begun your day, then maybe something for you to think about for tomorrow, But that is it, you guys. I leave you with that beautiful, powerful self-love affirmation. And I hope that you guys take that with you and embrace it, and that you are kind and loving to yourself. Don't forget about you. Take care of you. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for sitting with me and chatting, and who knows what we'll do in my next video, but stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I appreciate you, and I'm so thankful for you, and We'll see you next time. Bye.